Hey friends, it's Kate from Venison for dinner. We're a family of 7 in northern British Columbia, Canada. So we're a cold season growing, like it's June. I'm wearing a hoodie. Hopefully it'll get warmer. It's really not been very nice recently. Anyhow, I'm down here in our garden, obviously. And we grow we grow all of our own potatoes, most of our own vegetables. Fruit is hard in this sort of climate. We're zone 3. With the last frost, we haven't even hit our last frost date. We still have risk of frost. And our first frost is like September.
We can pull it all over.
Can we hold the crab?
You go get a towel? Freya, there's a towel right there. It's clean. Just got
That had pee on it. That cleaned up.
Oh, okay. Well then, no. Amos, no, you're not going up the stairs.
Pretty cool, huh?
Can we hold a crab?
Alright, if you want to get pinched, sure. Go ahead and grab one.
Are you still alive?
Alright, still alive, alright.
How handy.
They're just really sleepy on the ice.
He's cute.
Oh, he's cool, alright. He's a big crab.
You pick them up like this when they're
They're
alive.
pretty dormant right now.
You pick them up like that, and then
They can't get your fingers.
Well, that's not how I hold it.
Oh, this crab has a broken claw. See? Its claw's
or you hold it like this, and then these things can't get you either.
touched me. Don't touch me.
So these ones are dormant.
They're not going to attack us. They're pretty sleepy right now.
Right, look. If it's a male, it has this thing. If it's a female, it has a round.
Put it down.
Does it have a beehive or a lighthouse? That's how you tell.
Look out! Seabirds.
Ooh, you're so cute. I like this one. This one's the biggest crab.
That is a bag of halibut fillets.
Well, what else would it be?
Those are some big ones.
This crab's a big crab. Like a crab.
On a bag of cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say if most people save cheeks?
Everybody. They don't ask, they just cut them out for people.
Of course, no, it's my crab. This one's my crab. This one's my
See, look, that
crab.
one's starting to move, right? See?
Okay. Yeah, that's a pile of halibut.
This is my crab. I call him Pinchy. This is my Pinchy.
you're just shaking with excitement.
Do we get a key, please?
How much do you think these bags of halibut weigh?
I have no idea.
Close to 50
Dad?
pounds each.
Yeah.
Dad?
Really? Okay. My scale only goes to 35.
That's
No,
my,
they're way more than
these are
that.
my
The fish
fishes.
scale goes.
Where's the fish scale?
That is Grandpa's Baba getting crab.
I have nothing to hook you.
You could just put them in a bag.
I did that.
You find the scale.
Back on the ice and we'll go outside and clean them in a minute.
Dad, why
You
can
guys
that?
wanna take pictures of
Dad,
that?
why can that? Dad,
Yeah.
if Grandpa and Bubba are getting them, they get the 2 small ones.
No, we're each taking a crab and a half.
I love no crabs! I love no crabs! Can we get them?
I wanted to pop in quick and tell you guys that my membership, Homesteading Without the BS, is open for signups. So if you like all things homemade, it's a homemade life, our homemade life. You know, your life from scratch. Whether you live in an apartment or whether you live on 1,000 acres, there is something for you. Whether you eat plant-based or whether you grow all your own meat and dairy, there is something for you. We will meet you where you're at. Marius always deals with fish on towels because he finds it less slippery. So he's pre-bagging a bunch for me to vacuum seal. There's a Ziploc of the cheeks. Oh, my chopping board. Our vacuum sealer, which I'll link. We love it. And here's some that's already done. We've had this vacuum sealer since Freya was a baby. It can just do bag after bag after bag, whereas the food saver would overheat and every few bags I had to take a break, and when it died, we invested in this, and it was the best thing we ever did as far as home food processing. Mac is labeling them all just with a 22 because it's very obvious what they are otherwise. We ended up with 56 pounds, and we split it. 20% of it was his dad's. So Marius gave them a generous 20% and delivered it along with crab to their house. What the heck? It's a hard rain. So,
Alright. Oh, that's nasty.
it's not just the window. It crunched
Oh,
the
I
box.
Is that them when they put it in? Or sliding?
I guess they were unloading it at the lumber yard, and Marius said, I'll just push it in here, and he pushed it in, and it pushed in all right.
Or like it was hanging from the thing and he just pushed it, or?
No.
Man, that is shattering.
You could poke that and the rest would break.
Don't
Well,
touch it.
This is why we have 2 of them, right? When this one finally dies, we have a backup.
Well, it's not dead, it's just a
Hurt?
summer truck.
It's a summer truck. Freya, do not play with mud. So I guess Marius told the kid unloading them. He's like, I'll just push them off here, it's fine. The guy's like, you're sure? He's like, yeah. He pushes them off, and then that happens. And the guy was like, oh no. And Marius just burst out laughing. He was like, he didn't really know what to think when I started laughing. So the kid told Marius, like, we'll pay for this, we'll replace this. And Marius is like, this was my fault. I told you to push this off. I told you I would push this off. This isn't yours to deal with. So it's kind of funny. But this is why we have an old farm truck. To slightly expand. Oh, hey, it's my bedroom and my bed's even made. Marius says he's had many close calls with things hitting the window like firewood and such. So he was like, I really felt like it was just a matter of time before something happened. So that's why he laughed. That feeling when you accidentally silence your timer you had going, and you remember and you run and you make it just in time, just by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Although, dang it, it's got pushed against there. I'm not fixing it now though. Oh no, there's a hole here. This used to have a plug. Maybe they're not actually drinking it that fast. Crap. This had a plug. I was thinking they were drinking it awfully fast. Ah. Marius isn't home. Now I'm stuck here. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna block this with. So I texted Marius and all I could find was electrical tape. Here's my quick fix for now. I shoved grass in the hole and then I taped over top of it. This is obviously not a long fix. I'm just trying to make it so it's no longer leaking water quite so hard. These 2 are the only ones that like crab in our house. And Freya was playing outside when Marius called her in to tell her that the crab was cooked. So dirty girl in her bathing suit ran inside to come and enjoy crab with Marius. It's a treat. It's not something they get very often, and she devours it. Yeah, I don't want you to take the flares too because it doesn't always like to start.
I know. I watched it. The Honda's bigger. Honda's bigger.
You're not going there.
Front is dangerous because if you hit a bump, you go flying off and crunch.
Yeah. I had some cream that kind of got forgotten about, and it was a little strong smelling, but raw cream doesn't really go bad. It just goes kind of funky smelling. So I just made it into butter, and then I'll label this as baking butter, and you could bake cookies or whatever with this and you would never know. This is my Gem Dandy butter churn. It's great. I threw the cream in here and sat down with my coffee, and it can't overdo it. Like, it just spun around in there for a while, and it's not going to blend the butter back into the milk like a food processor or a blender might do.
I have to milk you.
So I got the goat's hooves all trimmed up. That was a much needed chore. But Hazel's still been a little kicky because of black fly bites on her udder. So this is actually a piece of horse tack. I don't know what it's called, but it's a piece of horse tack. You know, it's about 6 inches long or something. And we use this as little hobbles, and it works great.
It's a goat or sheep.
Rowan, could you not?
For goats and sheep. For goats and sheep are small. Yeah.
Here you go, Freya.
Guess what, Tom?
What?
I was looking on the map.
Yeah.
The map on your computer.
I just noticed this cow has a piece of barbed wire stuck to its tail. Well, thankfully she stayed calm. I got the goat's hoof trimmers. Yeah, and we had to give her a little haircut. This is rosemary. Yeah, that was stuck on your tail. Want to take that for me, Freya? Thank you. And I grabbed it with my gloves. I was able to grab where there was no barbed wire, but you know, not with my gloves, with my hoodie. I know, that's what I used to help your tail. Now I need to get back to milking. I know, you're just such mean cows.
Well, I'm putting it right there because I don't want it.
Hi, you. I know, it's hard to then walk away from you when you're giving me attention. Yeah.
Listen, we might milk you because we don't know which one we are going to. I think we should keep rosemary.
Of the two, wow, this is the first time I'm seeing myself this morning. Oh, you're not coming in here, Rosemary. Of the two Jersey Swiss that look really alike, Mabel and Rosemary. Mabel's actually the one I like most over Rosemary. It's just gonna be a hard decision. I don't know who to keep. Let's see. We got close to 3.5 gallons. There's some foam above there. Half of this will be for the calves, half of it for us. Marius is off to the dentist this morning. We're like an hour and a half from the dentist, and his appointment was at 9. He's not really a morning person. He's definitely a night owl. He's a very productive night owl. Anyways, he was not super impressed with needing to be at the dentist by 9. But it means that he can be home. I actually have no idea how long his appointment will be. He'll probably be home by noon, maybe way sooner. I think it's a fitting for a crown. So maybe really fast appointment. I don't know. Either way, we did it early so that he would still have the rest of the day versus like a midday appointment where you then just kind of lose most of the day. So every morning, to get the goats out to their picket, you gotta walk them around a puddle. I don't know if it's just my goats. Oh, pooping. They do not like mud or water. Or like, do you have goats? Are your goats like this? Like, they hate anything wet or mucky. So walking them around this big puddle every day, like I'm out of breath because I brought both of them up at once. I could have brought one at a time, but I decided to try two. That was a workout. May not do that again. Although I guess that's why they call it farm fit, because I was like wrestling two goats through. Took a lot of core muscles. Took a lot of whatever these muscles are. I know I've shared with you guys before that we are Muck Boot ambassadors. So like we're sponsored by Muck Boot. They provide our family with all our boots, which is super cool for a large family. But I can't remember if I shared with you that we have a 15% off code. So I'll link it in the description, but you can use that code to get 15% off all Canada, US, and UK online Muck Boot orders on your first order. So, sweet deal. These are my mucks of the day. They're a nice mid-season one. They don't work below freezing, like 30 Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius is about the limit. Unless I got them in a bigger size. Most of them I find fit true to size. These are a size 9 and I can only wear them with a thin sock. So if you wanted to wear them with a bulkier sock, I would size up. But they're cute. I've worn them to church before. This is the puddle that I have to walk the goats around. So I usually walk them around the high side and they start balking right away. They do not want to come around this puddle. Clover gets about 5 pounds of dairy ration. She's just finishing up. Let's go quickly check the garden. I definitely need to run the wheel hoe through here, but I'm not going to do it until it's a warmer day. Oh, I see some potatoes coming up. Woohoo! Oh yeah, okay, these ones are coming up. These varieties aren't coming up yet. Oh no, some of them are over there. Okay, here we go. It's looking good. Oh wow, like the cabbages, they have gotten so much bigger. Excellent. Green beans have been planted. They have not come up at all yet. Just push you back down. That's not good. There we go. So, yeah, then here's onions that I planted the other day. There's a few rows of those, and then those are all carrots and they won't have come up yet. I actually found 2 more little things of onions that I hadn't planted, but this space is blank, so that's perfect. I'll plant them there. This row was unplanted. I hadn't decided what I was doing there yet. Carrots, 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 peas. And the peas are starting to come up. So pretty quick, we'll come through and weed. And the nice thing is there's just such little space to weed. Like you literally just do this. I'll wait till the peas get a little bigger so that the kids have an easier time with it. Oh, but this variety isn't coming up yet. Oh yeah, it is there. There. Okay. Do you think we planted enough peas? Anyhow, if you're new here, if you're wondering why we've planted so many of some things, I mean, it takes more vegetables than you think to feed a family for a year. But also, 2 of Marius, my husband's siblings, he's from family 5. 2 of them are coming and helping in the garden once a week in exchange for knowledge and vegetables. So we did plant some extras of some things. We planted less potatoes because we've been planting too many potatoes the last couple of years. So hopefully we planted enough potatoes. They're helping us. It's been good. It's been nice to have extra hands in the garden. So like last year we did 1 row of peas and 1 row of green beans, and that was enough for us. Our rows are about 65 feet long. We did 2 rows of each this year, partially because our family's getting bigger, but then also to account for his siblings having some. We did way more carrots this year, way more onions. Last year I did 4 rows of carrots. This year we have 8 rows of carrots. So, yeah, here we go.